In today's video, I've got 5 facts about Endeavour from the series My Hero Academia / a character analysis video. We will be going over Endeavour's bio, abilities in the anime, his voice actors, Quirk, and more. Now, a quick warning that there will be spoilers, so just a heads up. And for more weekly anime character fact videos, make sure to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss a video. Anyway, with that being said, let's roll intro and get straight into the video. Endeavour, also known as the Flame Hero, real name Enji Todoroki, is a pro hero with an impressive amount of resolved cases behind him, holding the number 2 hero spot for a long time. After All Might's retirement, he became the official number 1 hero after the JP Hero Billboard's chart. He is of course the father of Shoto, Fuyumi, Natsu, and Toya Todoroki. His hero name Endeavour means attempting to achieve a goal, which is obviously a perfect fit for his character. Endeavour made his anime debut in episode 17, though he was mentioned in episode 4 and made his manga debut in chapter 28. Again, he was mentioned in chapter 3 and he was actually a background character in chapter 1. Endeavour was originally intended to be an instructor at UA, but this idea was scrapped because conflicts between him and All Might would be all too easy to resolve if they were both on Midoriya's side. He is a male human, 45 when we first met him and now currently 46 years old. His birthday is on the 8th of August, making him a Leo, and he shares the same birthday as both Fat Gum and Suichi Iguchi. Enji is tall and has a very muscular physique. He stands at 195 centimeters, which is around 6'4" 3/4, and weighs 260 pounds. He has piercing turquoise eyes and short crimson-colored spiked hair. His most noticeable feature is his beard and mustache, which are made of fire. This he can turn off at will, and when he does, it is revealed that he has a pretty clean-shaven look, all but a light bit of stubble. He likes to keep these flames around his face active even when he is not at work, to show both power and intimidation. Attire-wise, his hero costume consists of a tight navy blue bodysuit with lines made of flames that go around his upper torso, chest, shoulders, and arms. His boots are made out of flames as well as the mask he wears. To finish off his look, he wears a blue belt and white braces on his lower arms. His hero costume did undergo some upgrades when he officially became the number 1 pro hero. He has a much more armoured look. The white braces as an example, as they completely cover his arms now. His bodysuit underwent an upgrade in terms of its design, a new belt, and one of the main noticeable upgrades is the new shoulder pads that are made out of the same material as the braces. Personality-wise, Endeavour has been described as a prideful man and one with great ambition, a hero that was driven by his sole goal of surpassing the number 1 hero All Might. He is a man that knows his own limitations, but because of his own natural stubbornness, he chooses to ignore these limitations and see his wish through to the end. Now, this is probably the nicer way of putting it, as Endeavour was more so obsessed or consumed by this goal, with the added failures that seemed to follow his person from youth made Endeavour a cold, callous person who cared for nothing than his seemingly impossible dream. This didn't just apply to him as a hero, but more personal. To his family, he was seen as a cruel and abusive father and husband. His actions proved to pull his family deeper and deeper into despair. The ones mainly affected by this were of course Shoto, his considered masterpiece, and his wife Rei, who he made sick by driving her insane. Endeavour poured his dream or will into Shoto, making him his perfect successor and the one to overthrow All Might as the number 1 pro hero. His training was brutal and intense. Endeavour focused all of his attention on Shoto and ignored the rest of his failed children, as he forced Shoto through a harsh training regime. Of course, after the events of Kamino and All Might's retirement, we saw a huge shift in Enji's character. He was furious that his goal had been achieved through technicality rather than through his own hard work, much so that he considered his life work a complete waste. After a conversation with All Might about what the symbol of peace actually means and what it meant to be the #1 hero, Enji's eyes had opened. He started to feel regret for the way he treated his family and has started to try to learn more about them, visit his wife more frequently, and become more of a father to his children. It's nice to see that there is actually a real person beneath Endeavour, and being, #1 with a lot of responsibility on his shoulders has seemed to awaken the true Enji that was trapped behind this obsessive dream. Endeavour's Japanese voice actor is Tetsu Inada. He has voiced other characters such as Castor of Red, William Shakespeare in Fate Apocrypha, Nappa from Dragon Ball Kai, Seiji Komamura in Bleach, the Spider Demon Father from Demon Slayer, and more. Endeavour's English voice actor is Patrick Sates. He has voiced other characters such as Doppo Kunokida in Bungo Stray Dogs, Gio Brando from JoJo's, John Tita in Steins Gate, Soichiro Suzuki from Fate Stay Night, and more. Endeavour isn't ranked #1 for nothing. The guy is an absolute beast when it comes to combat. We have seen that Endeavour can easily take on multiple villains at once, all while taking little to no damage. The guy is that good that even All For One has praised Endeavour's power. Endeavour has trained himself physically to the point where his strength is considered superhuman. His punch alone had enough force behind it to completely break one of the eyeless Nomu's arms clean off. Despite this, his strength level is not in the same league as All Might's. With Endeavour's large muscular build, he has trained himself to have a very high durability. The guy has been thrown through countless buildings and still comes back for more. This also states that Endeavour has a high pain threshold, much more resistant than that of an average pro hero. In the fight against Hood at the end of Season 4, the state his body was in, he shouldn't have even been able to move, but was still able to keep standing. This is because of his immense stubbornness or his will to just never give up. This was showcased to us in two ways throughout the series. One was of course the battle against Hood at the end of Season 4, and the other was throughout the series where he was continually bridging the gap between him and All Might despite the difference in their abilities. Now, Endeavour isn't only a brute powerhouse but is extremely intelligent. He alone has resolved the most criminal cases because of his very keen intellect and deductive skills. No wonder this guy is the new #1. He has it all really. Endeavour's quirk is called Hellflame. His quirk is very powerful. It allows him to produce and control flames at will. Endeavour has a very good hold or handle on his quirk and knows how to use his quirk for all types of different situations or opponents. He fights by overwhelming his opponents with extreme heat from his flames. Now, his attacks range from flamethrowers, turning his fists into fire, heat rays, and more. He can use these in close combat or for long-range attacks. Endeavour doesn't just use his quirk for fighting, as he can propel himself to prevent himself from falling or even use enough heat to keep himself afloat in mid-air using his boots as mini jet flames. Because of his quirk, Endeavour is of course immune to other flames, though the downside to his quirk is that if he uses it too much, he will overheat his body. That will lead to him losing a lot of stamina and even some of his physical functions. Endeavour has 3 super moves, and these things are awesome. Flash Fire Fist Jet Burn allows Endeavour to shoot a powerful blast of fire directly at his opponent. This attack cannot be used too much as it heats up his own body too much. Flash Fire Fist Hell Spider allows Endeavour to shoot out thin fire blasts at long range from his fingertips. These cut straight through his opponent, strong enough that it has even cut a skyscraper clean in half. Again, just like Jet Burn, Endeavour can't use this too much due to the overheating drawbacks. Prominence Burn. This one is a beast of an attack, as it allows Endeavour to launch a huge beam of fire from his body that will completely vaporize his target. But thanks for watching this my video, 5 facts about Endeavour from the series My Hero Academia. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you'd like to see more characters from this series, let me know in the comments. Now, a quick shout out to Warwick and Animator22 for supporting me on Patreon, as well as the beautiful bunch displayed on the screen, and of course, the rest of you supporting me on the other tiers. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for supporting me. If you're interested in what rewards I have to offer on my Patreon, the link is below. Don't forget to smash the like button if you enjoyed this video, check out these other links in the video description, and subscribe for more anime content. Till next time, my fellow weebs, peace!